If I had the opportunity to do Uri and Pahalgaon attack happened and then the war happened and I'm the Uri guy and I'm quiet on Instagram, shame on me. Like we need a Pradhan Mantri like Modi ji. This guy called Ramesh told you that you are advocating for war. Just tell Ramesh, next attack when it happens in Pahalgaon, I want your mother, father to die. Pakistan as a country, your claim to fame is terrorism. You can't do defense. Like I feel any girl who dresses very sexy, we like, oh, she's a you know, like, she's a look at her popping out. I don't like girls who are very like timid and ghabrai hui.
What's your experience with casting directors being in the industry?
More than the casting directors, I would say the assistants. They are just a bunch of clowns. The role will probably go to a star kid and not to the 100 actors who tested. That's paparazzi. That is their job. Like Lady Diana died because of this, right?
I think he's gay just because of the clothes that he's wearing.
Yeah. Nangabollywood.com is going to write that, oh.
Nangabollywood.com.
Yeah. Like I could fantasize like Mia Khalifa and be like, man, I want to on her, right? But that doesn't mean I want her to be my wife. जब मैंने हर्ष को नहीं बोला कि आप मुझे लखनवी या जम्मू से या हरियाणवी या जो भी लगते तो आप मुझे मेरे ट्रेटर हर्ष होते तो भी मैं ही निकलता.
Oh, you love Kangana?
I love Kangana. At least she has an opinion, unlike other people who don't even have an opinion because they just want to keep the actor side alive.
ऐसे बहुत कम टाइम होते हैं जब आपको फैशन एंजाइटी होती है. नाउ फॉर दोज ऑफ यू हु डोंट नो व्हाट इज फैशन एंजाइटी, लेट मी टेल यू बिकॉज़ आई हैव कॉइन्ड इट. बेसिकली जब आपको अपने गेस्ट को मैसेज करना पड़ता है कि प्लीज don't wear such good clothes that nobody looks at my own show pe mujhe hi. This is Uncensored with Shardul, and the man that I have today, I've always told him that he's iconic when it comes to fashion. He's somebody who's also all hearts, and he wears his heart and opinion on his sleeves, I would say.
Yeah.
But
if I have the sleeves on.
But they're very nice sleeves. Sahil Salathia with us on Uncensored with Shardul. अच्छा Sahil, ट्रेटर के साथ अपने आप को एसोसिएट करना, नाम एसोसिएट होना, साहिल सलाथिया, ट्रेटर, does it sound good to you?
In the game, yes. In life, no. I would never want to be called a traitor in life. I think it's very important to have relationships in today's time.
Yeah.
It's very important to have real friendships, especially for artists because you live by yourself and your friends are your family. They're an extension of your personality. So if you have a snake in your pocket, you might as well be careful about it because they are representing you also.
Or you can go to Ekta Kapoor. She could do something with this thing.
Like a show.
Nagin. Yeah.
बस अब यही बचा है मेरी लाइफ में, नागिन.
No, but now since we started the show right up on relationships and friendships, I want to talk about this. That there was a time where हम लोग 3 AM friends की बात करते थे, or we would talk about friends who would give their life for you.
Right.
But these days, in today's times, where friendships are either to gain clout or to gain certain specific things from a person, do you really think that in the times that you and I live, अच्छी genuine दोस्तियाँ जो शोले में नहीं दिखाते थे, वीरू और वैसी वाली होती है?
I don't know होती है नहीं होती है, and I feel ऐसी दोस्तियाँ आज के टाइम में हो भी नहीं सकती. But I feel it's still very important to find a basic ethical ground. कि इससे ज़्यादा मैं नहीं गिरूंगी, इससे ज़्यादा मैं नहीं गिरूंगा, because in today's time there are very strange choices that are presented to you, right? So you can't be so pure like Sholay, that's for sure. But you can't be, you don't have to be completely straight out of a nala. You can find a balance.
अच्छा, जब आप किसी रियलिटी शो में जाते हो and things don't go according to you, like मेरे साथ भी हुआ है. Some choose to not really talk about it, like I didn't, but you did, and I actually applaud you for doing that.
Thank you.
Because it's refreshing to see that kind of honesty. Did you receive any backlash, or did anyone from the fraternity say mat bol, itna mat bol?
Oh, I don't. Even when it came to fashion, since you spoke about it, I don't take opinions from people. That's no. Even with this, like if I wanted to put my heart out, there were no opinions that were asked. Shall I say this? Shall I not say this? Because ultimately, I think you have to decide what sort of a human being you are. If you're sensitive, clean, please put it out, and you're not trying to hurt somebody else. If you're feeling very hurt about something, it's important to let everybody else know so that they can also have their opinions about their lifestyle choices that they are making. Because you, me, everybody else, and everybody, I'm sure all the guests that you've had on the show, they've been inspiring in some way or the other. If not inspiring, at least people look up to the idea of what they are, right? So I think it's important to be honest to them. and at least let them know.
Also, I want to ask you this, that हम लोग हमेशा reality shows में reality की बात करते हैं, but we try and shy away from our reality. We don't really show our emotions, we don't show our vulnerability, or especially the times that we are not feeling the best. What made you do that?
Just being honest, like I said, sometimes you just have to, like you're saying, if I spoke about my emotions on my Instagram. So I see, if you look at my Instagram, first of all, in today's time, even for Pedro Pascal, or even for somebody as iconic as whoever you can think of in the West, not just people here, it is like your portfolio.
Yeah.
That's how people see you. They find you cool, not cool, they find you TikToker or upscale or whatever, man, fashion, beauty, whatever. It's just a subdivision, but it's your personality. So my Instagram, I feel, is very, very stylized. It's not that. It is honest, but it's not that honest, because that's not how I wake up. When we do a red carpet, it's not that this is how I'm loitering around my house or at my friend's house. So of course it's thought about, right? It's not that real technically, if you think about it. And that is the idea of art. You create something and then you leave it for people to understand it as a perspective. But when you talk about Traitors or me putting my emotions out, that is something that is not stylized. And that is exactly how I was feeling. That is exactly what I had to say. Not everything, because everything would create a very big ruckus. So like still 20% of what I should or could have said, I said it.
अच्छा, एक बात बताओ, ये मेरा पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है, ये किसी और का नहीं है. When I see your Instagram and I see these outfits, I'm like, कितना पैसा है साहिल के पास? सारे कपड़े खरीदता रहता है और
ठेंगा है साहिल के पास.
So where are those big jackets with flares and
all
those expensive clothes are coming from?
All the cool designers, they're just very, very kind, and because I think they kind of understand the idea I'd like to present with style, so they like to collaborate. I would say
they collaborated.
I mean, now of course a lot of people keep gifting.
किस की videos हैं?
Videos यानी?
मतलब naughty videos. Otherwise, why?
Oh my God, never. No naughty videos for sure. But it's not just me. It's like, I'm sure there are like zillions of actors who are sourcing, wearing clothes, and then they go back. It's not that you keep them. But I'm at a point, at least in my life, in terms of fashion, that a lot of the clothes come and they never go back. They're very happy
to just let you keep.
Yeah, and I'm talking about top designers. I'm not talking about mid-range designers, and that's probably because maybe, I don't know, man, maybe I'm a good person, maybe. Yeah, canvas, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, I've always said, Sahil, मैं तेरे कपड़े चुराने वाला हूँ. I'm going to take your clothes. But on a serious note, Sahil, the actor in you, कई बार क्या होता है, as you said that हमारा portfolio है, हमारा Instagram या हमारा social media, whether it's in the West, whether it is here, हम हमारे Instagram से बहुत सारे perceptions लोग भी बना लेते हैं about us.
Right.
Do you think that sometimes the actor in you can or has to take step back in people's mind because they see you as a fashion icon? I mean, this is happening with Ranveer Singh as well.
I mean, to be honest, I would find it very silly. Like, मेरे को कितनी बार, even my agent tells me, I think we should do a photo shoot where you are dressed like a Panwadi. I'm like, man, if you book me for a part, I'm a trained actor from Barry John, I'll transform. But if you already have somebody who's going to do a better job at this physically, so be it, you sign them. And so many times the parts that I do, if you see, there is a lot of, it happens to everybody, man. It's a big brackets they make, and they put you in that bracket. This class of the society, this is his behavior towards women, or period drama, but it happens, I mean, it's something that happens to everybody. So I'm not making a conscious effort to put out different personalities, or no, whatever I enjoy the most, I'm just doing that. And I think technically it should be on the filmmakers. They should have the vision. Why do I have to put it on a plate and then give it to you, man? If you're a senior filmmaker, I'm sure you'll have the vision.
Fortunately, unfortunately, I had an actress on the show called Seema Pahwa. I'm sure you've seen her work. She's a very interesting actor. She once said a very interesting thing to me that, casting directors से उनको थोड़ा सा grudge है क्योंकि casting directors do the same thing that you said. Label people. That ये rich looking लड़का है, ये bubbly लड़की है, ये मम्मी है, या ये वो है. Don't you fear that you probably will also be slotted? What's your experience with casting directors being in the industry?
So Mukesh Chhabra was on Traitors also. So I mean, I've known him before that as well, very well. Has he casted me for anything? No. But there are lots of other casting directors, like you said. I worked with Ashutosh Gowarikar, Nikhil Advani, even Ekta Kapoor for that matter on something. Most of them actually happened because they'd seen me somewhere on something. One thing led to the other. Very honest opinion about the casting directors in India. More than the casting directors, I would say the assistants. They are just a bunch of clowns. If you've gotten an actor to do a part as a screen test, आप उनको उनका वर्जन करने दो, चाहे वो आपको लग रहा है ये गधे हैं, घोड़े हैं, अच्छा कर रहे हैं, नहीं कर रहे हैं, बेवकूफ़ है, that's on him because it's his time to present his version of the character to the director.
Yeah.
Most of these donkeys will start saying, अरे पर ऐसे कर दो, ऐसे हंस दो,
Subtle
कर दो, तेज, and I'm like, no, so I don't entertain this anymore.
थोड़ा energy डालो sir.
Yeah, no, I was a very sweet guy. Now I've really changed. I don't entertain that. Even if we do test for something, I do it with the head casting director. We make sure, not with an assistant, because I don't want the assistant's version. Because when the director sees it, he sees your version mixed with the assistant's version.
Yeah.
Right? And the assistant, unfortunately, is just an exploited, wonderful little boy who's not being paid enough to work in Aram Nagar and shoot the whole day. And at the end of it, it's a star kid doing the job. He also knows. You know what I mean? Like the role will probably go to a star kid and not to the 100 actors who tested. So I think it's just a very vicious cycle, man. I just hope in terms of casting, things get more streamlined. Yeah. And I think they should just test the top 5, 10 or 15 actors. I know it's horrible because then you'll be like, oh, but what about that cool guy who's just coming from Jammu for that matter? I'm from Jammu, right? How do you streamline it? Because I think, in fact, that causes more pain. I'm at a point where I can talk about it and make it like whatever, cool. A thing, make it a cool. Make it a cool, very cool. And make it cool. But if you think about it, when you test 200 actors for a part, that's when you create a bigger mess. And that's when Ishan Khatter gets the role. Because the guy who's supposed to get the role, his tape was lost. Because you were testing 200 boys who are like 200 into 200.
और उन 200 लड़कों को सेम ब्रीफ
जाती है और उनको जो असिस्टेंट जो उनको टेस्ट कर रहे होते हैं वो भी सेम ब्रीफ करते हैं बिकॉज उनकी गर्लफ्रेंड ने उनको कहा होता है अगर ऐसे हंस के बोलोगे तो ज़्यादा क्यूट लगते हो. I really think acting and entertainment, this is what I feel. I could be totally wrong. It has a lot to do with your stars.
Destiny, you mean?
Yes.
You believe in it?
No, I never believed in it earlier. Now I really believe in astrology. Now I work as per my astrology like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think it does help. Yeah.
Change हुआ कुछ?
I feel so. Yeah, 100%. I feel so. Earlier I was even more lost about things.
Oh.
Yeah, I think astrology is very true. Stars, alignment, very, very true. Because the guy who's at the top right now is not more talented than the guy who's probably number 15th or number 500.
Yeah.
It's just his alignment worked better. He was at the right time, right place, right people, right set. You know what I mean?
Shah Rukh Khan has always said that, that he was always the right man at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, sure.
So अब तुम right time, right place और right आदमी decide
I
करके
feel so. I just need to start buying awards like Shah Rukh Khan. Yeah.
Has the astrologer told you that?
Yeah.
So as per astrology, what's in store for you this year, 2025? Because astrology
मैं नहीं बताऊंगा.
ठीक है तो मैं तुमसे पूछूंगा ये वाली बात कि astrologically, I've in fact done podcasts with astrologers who said that 2025 is like a crazy year.
For everybody this
Everybody.
year.
And हम देख ही रहे हैं, the kind of sad mishaps that are happening as far as flights are concerned. Or the war-like situations that are happening. It's a crazy year. How has it gone for you? Good, bad, ugly?
I think it's been okay. It's not been that bad. It's been quite nice actually.
You've also had a war of yourself, na? तुम्हारी खुद की जगह.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. I want to ask you this question. ये मेरी एक girl best friend है, उसके साथ ये हमेशा discussion चलता रहता है. We do this thing called tutu meow meow, which is he said, she said.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, so we talk about
tutu meow meow.
Tutu meow meow.
Tutu meow meow.
Not two.
Oh.
Not that two. It's two, यानी you.
Okay.
Basically, he said, she said.
All right.
Where we talk about, अच्छा इस situation में लड़के क्या करेंगे, इस situation में लड़कियाँ क्या करेंगी.
Right.
So we asked a question. We had a long debate. Who is a better friend, guys or girls?
Man, that's a very strange one. I feel women are better friends though. I've had a bad experience like recently, but then everybody has bad experiences in life. I think women are generally emotionally smarter and they are more inclusive in terms of helping others. Men, including myself, probably, we are not that emotionally charged.
है ना?
Yeah.
But we are that with women, but हम लड़कों के साथ नहीं emotions discuss करते कभी.
Not really.
I
have a few close friends. I have about 5 or 6 close friends, I would say. 2 of them are men, and I discuss everything.
So that's very interesting thing about you is that तुम बहुत सारे rules तोड़ते हो. Like this one also कि मैं अपने emotions discuss नहीं करता.
Yeah.
The traditional Indian man doesn't really show his emotions, or he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
show.
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah.
You cry in front of camera.
Yeah.
You wear pink. You wear purple. You wear all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Are you that secure in your masculinity, or you
Yes.
don't care about what is?
I'm very, very secure in my masculinity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anything can change how you feel from within. Like, honestly, how you feel from within. I feel very sure of being a man, and I don't think there's anything that's gonna make me less of a man. Even if I'm wearing pink underwear, man, what's the big deal? Like, maybe, but I'm very influenced by the West.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very into the American movies, into American fashion, not just American.
James Dean?
Not everybody. Not even American, even European. If you see, I just feel India needs to move on and get going with the world. Like, when you tell the boys to behave a certain way, then in a way you're suppressing their personality, right? Like, I'm very privileged right now. I'm sitting across the table and I'm just like blabbering. But maybe if I was in Jammu right now doing a job at a bank, maybe I won't be like, oh, I will wear pink socks. You know what I mean? Because then my colleagues might not be very nice to me, or or my wife might not be very nice to me.
He wears pink.
Yeah, pink socks. कुछ गड़बड़ है क्या?
मैं यही पूछने वाला था. You know, जितना लड़कियां बात करती हैं about
Yeah.
men should embrace their feminine side and men
Yeah.
should show their sensitive side.
Yeah.
But they also troll a man who does it. For an
Yeah.
example, if you're
Yeah.
on a dating app.
Yeah.
And I've seen women doing that. Oh no, I think he's gay just
Yeah.
because of the
Oh,
clothes that
sure.
he's wearing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, but
Yeah,
तुम कह रही
yeah.
हो कि उसको sensitive होना चाहिए, feminine होना चाहिए, fashionable होना चाहिए, और अब जब वो fashionable है,
Yeah.
तो you have branded him into a certain sexuality. Has it ever happened to you?
Sure, a lot of times, but then most of the girls who've probably not said to me, but would have thought that maybe, oh, he's very fashionable. They've had a very good time after, and then they keep calling me. I don't pick their calls now. Because once you give them the taste, and then they just wanna, like, you know what I mean?
Actually, you're like that.
I'm that guy.
You're a sadist.
He's sadist. No, on a serious note, I think yes, you're right. Like, especially an Indian man who's very fashion forward, yeah, there could be notion. But even with the women, we do that, man. Like, I feel any girl who dresses very sexy, we like, oh, she's, you know, like, she's a look at her popping out. So maybe she's not. Maybe she's the nicest girl.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not about how you dress. It's not about how you probably show up in terms of physicality. It's about how you are from within, and particularly talking about fashion, I really think it's art. I really think it's your personality, and you need to showcase it. Otherwise, what's the freaking point? If everybody's just going to be a copy of one another and just be like Berlin, man. If you go to Berlin, everybody's in a fucking uniform, like black head to toe, white canvas shoes, and I'm like, ये कैसे लोग हैं? Like, मतलब सबकी personality same ही है. So then life is not even fun.
Yeah, but you know, there was a word that was coined few years back, जिसका मुझे मतलब आज तक समझ में नहीं आया. What is even a metrosexual man? A man is a man. You know,
Yeah.
metrosexual man क्या होता है? Just because someone goes and gets manicures done or
Yeah.
gets haircut
Yeah.
done, people
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
he's a metrosexual man.
Yeah.
Then they keep like all these new age words that are coined now, I can't keep up with them.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you're an actor in
Yeah.
India, even
Yeah.
people like Ranveer Singh
Yeah.
had to face a lot of trolls or articles कि ये तो अपनी बीवी का घाघरा पहन लेता है, kind
Yeah.
of comments
Yeah.
that you'd
Yeah.
see, right?
Yeah.
They somehow suddenly आपको औरत बना देंगे अगर आपने कुछ भी over the top पहना.
Right.
Does that bother you?
Oh, I'm going to come across as an asshole, but so I divide my people. Okay, like I would, if say the 5 publications I believe in or I think they are cool in terms of fashion, if they said that, I'll be very disappointed. Now, if nangabollywood.com is going to write that, oh, yeah, like
is there even a platform?
I don't know, man, must be like.
I'm sorry, there has to be a
Yeah,
platform.
or
for
if और
नंगा बॉलीवुड,
नंगा बॉलीवुड और बॉलीवुड का नशा और बॉलीवुड में है मस्ती डॉट आई मीन कम ऑन you're not going to teach me fashion shut up I'm going to like or art or acting for that matter of course I'm going to shut the website yeah like so I feel you know that's what I'm saying broski like I feel this and I'm sure you know this too so it's not to you it's probably to the viewers the entertainment is such a confusing place and people are always going to give you their 2 cents you don't have to take it
yeah
you don't have to take it because you need to approve what you're doing first and then if somebody else approves great if they don't then also it's great
so who made you this confident in life that you know तुम कहते हो तुमने 2-3 बार कहा कि तुम्हें नहीं फर्क पड़ता लोगों के ओपिनियन से where is this inner confidence coming from
man maybe I've had a change because I feel till about say 6 years or 7 years ago maybe when you're younger you're trying so hard to feel validated, right? Like it happened to me at least. Like I was always, I wanted to be the nicest guy in the room, always smiling. I'm still always smiling. But now if I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. Because I feel people who are the nicest, this is my personal experience, they get the hardest. Like, and nobody's going to stand up for you because they feel you are too nice. So what? I mean, he's a nice guy. So what? We can do this to him. No, sometimes you have to put your foot down. You have to be like, this is bullshit, you are crap, get out. Like, that's how it should be. And I have taught myself this. And it could be confidence, it could be a facade, but that's how I feel now. I only entertain things or people I want to entertain. Otherwise, I don't.
Okay, a tangential question.
Yeah.
तुमने कहा कि, you know, nice guys get
the hardest.
Work the hardest. And they don't really like it, okay? It's not a fun thing.
Yeah.
So, लड़कियां भी हमेशा द कबीर सिंह काइंड ऑफ गाय और द बैड बॉय की फैंटेसी रखती है ना दे डोंट रियली लाइक द नाइस गाय व्हाई
Is that true though? Do you think all the girls are into Kabir Singh?
I mean, look at the numbers.
They probably like the film. I don't see all the girls. I'm sure they don't want to be with Kabir Singh. You can sexually fantasize somebody. Like I could fantasize like Mia Khalifa and be like, man, I want to her, right? But that doesn't mean I want her to be my wife. Right? Like
you don't want her to be wife.
I don't want to marry Mia Khalifa. Yeah.
Sorry.
Like I mean you know what I mean? Like so even Kabir Singh for that matter
okay,
as
so
a character.
Sorry, I'm going to break you there.
Who would you want to marry?
What kind of a girl you'd like to marry?
I like very sexy girls first of all and whenever and if I get married, I will get married, mom, don't worry. I would want to get married to a girl who is sexy, who's sure of herself. I don't like girls who are very like timid and ghabrai hui and always very conservative. I like sexy girls. I would like to have a partner. If she enters the room, it's like, wow, man, she's so hot, but she's with Sahil. That's how I look at it. So it's not that when I say Mia Khalifa, my problem is with her, just with what I mean, I don't even have a problem with that. You're a great porn star, but I'm just saying, like, just keep doing it. Like, but in terms of getting married, yeah, I like sexy girls. Like, it's not that I don't.
So you believe in marriage even in 2025?
I think so, but I agree with your question. Like earlier, I probably believed in it more. But I still believe in it, man, because I think if you want to live in India, I'm not too sure if I want to live in India all my life, because, you know, you can always find a balance here and then somewhere else and whatever, however you see things happening for you. If you want to get married, if you want to have a child in India, I think it's very important to get married, because we're not from a society where you're like, oh, it's a baby daddy and baby mommy, and that doesn't work here, because the child's going to like have a tough time in school. Yeah. So I think that is a very important requisite for the kid to have a great life. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know there's a marriage side to Sahil.
Oh, do I look like I would never get married?
I mean, right.
इससे कौन शादी करेगा type?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. No. I'm not a troll, bro. I'm not saying that तुमसे कौन शादी करेगा. तुम किससे शादी करोगे या करना चाहोगे, ये थोड़ा मेरे लिए shocking था.
No. Of course, I would definitely get married, man.
But जिस तरीके से.
But I'm not that शोशे वाला marriage.
मतलब?
I believe in a very small wedding, like mandir type, and then go on a holiday for 2 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
तुम्हें वो लेडी संगीत और वो अंबानी टाइप की वेडिंग नहीं चाहिए?
No, वो नहीं चाहिए. मेरे को नहीं चाहिए कि सुखबीर आके गाना गाए and all that I don't want.
Actually, everybody was there.
I know.
मुझे थोड़े समय बाद डर लग रहा था कि इन लोगों ने सब तो दिखा दिया. अब नेक्स्ट क्या दिखाएंगे ये लोग? Where will they take their cameras? Okay,
I know, yeah.
Coming back to something, cameras. They love you, you love them, paps. I have this question that थोड़े दिनों पहले मैंने देखा कि I don't even know the name of this poor child whoever this girl is that और ये तुम्हारे लिए question मैंने रखा हुआ था क्योंकि she tore her shorts from an angle that you could see everything and she went out and they started papping her. We don't know who she is and then literally paps went to her saying कि आप कपड़े नहीं उतारेंगी आज and then another actress spoke about it. Then I saw another girl, I don't even have a problem naming her, Shailin Chopra, who stood in Lokhandwala one day, येलो साड़ी पहन के और बिस्लरी की बॉटल से उन्होंने अपने ऊपर पानी डाला और गाना लगाया टिप टिप बरसा पानी एंड द पैप्स वर पैपिंग अप. योर करियर में पैप्स बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट हैं क्योंकि तुम्हारे फेम का आधा हिस्सा वही है. व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन द paparazzi scene in India?
Oh, you mean in my particular,
generally?
I don't think, first of all, Indian paps are very sweet. They are very, very nice. They're very hardworking. They don't get enough credit for what they do. I think they should be paid more, first of all. I don't know what the salaries are, but they should be paid more. Not the bosses, I'm talking about the boys on the ground. Yeah. Secondly, I'm very scared of some of the girls you mentioned, so I don't want to comment because I don't want any banter with them. Like, love to all, respect to all, but in my personal experience, like, paps they've been a part of my career and journey in a very big way because they are so supportive and they are so nice to me and they're always joking with me, but I'm also always joking with them. And I mostly meet them on the red carpets. Like, we don't do a lot of spottings or anything. अगर airport पे भी कभी किसी और के लिए आए हों, कभी मैं उनके लग गया हाथ, that's it. Otherwise, you'll never see me, especially in the last 2 years maybe, you'll never see me getting spotted outside a coffee shop. It's mostly on the carpets, and I genuinely have so much love for the paps. They are very nice. Indian paps particularly are very nice.
I did a podcast with Manav Manglani. And,
oh, he's very cool. I met Manav recently at Lonavala also for some launch or something. He's a very nice guy. Manav is my buddy.
So I asked him that, आपके पास कोई रूल्स हैं आपके फोटोग्राफर्स के लिए कि ये नहीं होगा मेरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे. He said yes, body shaming is one thing that I will never do and I will not want to zoom in on the cleavage or the bum, which a lot of pap pages do. As somebody who gets papped a lot, what is your take on that? Because we've seen not everybody is comfortable with cameras zooming into their bosom.
But see, my take might not be the most appropriate, I think. See, I don't know if it was Lindsay Lohan or who was it. Like, she was in New York, Manhattan, 35th floor, and the pap hired a room across the building, got her shots, taking a shower. I don't know, you'll have to confirm if it's Lindsay or somebody else.
I think so.
That's paparazzi. That is their job. Like Lady Diana died because of this, right? Her photos were taken at Cannes or wherever, where she's just like sitting by the whole slide thing. I don't know if she called them. Some people say she called them because she wanted to let the world know how she was so sad and she wasn't happy with the doctor she was dating or whatever. I'm saying when you're a public person, be it a male actor or be it a female actor, if you are seen outside and if somebody's doing this stupid act of zooming on your it's on them, it's not on you. First of all, it's on that platform. If they've been very tacky about it, I think rather than just speaking, you can always take appropriate action in terms of the law. You can always get the law involved then. I personally feel now in terms of paparazzi, I'm not going to name any girls. I'm very scared of most of them. Like,
Why?
I don't want any banter with any of these girls. But the way they behave in front of the paps, the paps are not at fault.
Okay.
You are literally like whatever, like the whole dancing and the whole weird actions. I mean, there's a reason why you're behaving the way you're behaving. Later you can't, and you are basically feeding the public the way you want to feed them. Is what I'm trying to say. We are all adults. We are not so stupid about things. Like, I think you wanted that attention, you got it. Like, something like this happened to Alia, right? Like, I think she was with her child. That's extremely wrong because Alia is somebody who's not asking for it. Right? They pulled a Lindsay Lohan on her. Right? Like, they got across the
Or
bed.
even Karina and Seth when they got pictures of their home.
Okay, fair. No, that's extremely inappropriate, I would say. Because Karina never stepped outside a house with a bottle and started doing things to herself, right? So, I mean, she didn't ask for it. Do the girls who come from outside need to do that to be popular? I don't know. That's on them. Like, I'm nobody to let people know that, oh, if Kareena is not doing it, you don't do it. But Kareena is Raj Kapoor's granddaughter. It's different, right? So it's a grey area, man. Each to his own. But I think sometimes people know what they're doing.
Yeah. I think that's a very intelligent take. चलो मैं हमेशा से साहिल को a very interesting personality और fashion से relate करता था, but he's a very intelligent boy also today.
Yes.
Just realized.
Yes.
10 points. If I was your school teacher, I'd be like, pass कर दो लड़के.
Pass कर दो.
अच्छा साहिल, मैं अभी इस conversation को थोड़ा सा tangential वहाँ से लेके इधर आऊँगा and we'll come back to this.
Right.
जब हम बात कर रहे थे about a lot of things, you mentioned that you're from Jammu.
जी.
एंड पिछले कुछ महीनों में जो भी हमारी कंट्री में हुआ और यू नो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द अटैक्स एंड ऑल, उसके बाद एक
you talking about the war?
Yeah,
of course.
No, I'm talking about the
Pahalgam
attacks और उसके बाद जो हमने किया और उसके बाद जो सोशल मीडिया पे हुआ. सो एक चीज थी कि हम पे अटैक हुआ, फिर हमने किया और उसके बाद सोशल मीडिया पे एवरीबडी वाज अटैकिंग ईच अदर.
Right.
There's an actress who came on my podcast who said, and she called out a lot of actors saying कि why are actors not talking about this right now? What is your take on it as an Indian person living in India? Do you think that actors should be away from all these political things, or you think they need to have a comment?
So I think the right way, if you are just an actor who's just looking at his own career and has absolutely nothing to do with the country, is to be Vicky Kaushal. Vicky Kaushal's entire career is based on Desh Bhakti. Uri, then he did something else right now, which is the other one?
Sardar Udham Singh.
Udham Singh. I mean, and Uri is what made him, right? If I had the opportunity to do Uri and Pahalgam attack happened and then the war happened and I'm the Uri guy and I'm quiet on Instagram, shame on me. Shame on me. I should not be loved by the audience the way I was loved, because my job is not to just sit in a van, wear a military outfit and then go and shoot when the real heroes are getting killed and I have nothing to say because man, I'm living in Bandra.
I mean, thank you for...
I'm living in Bandra, my wife's just come back from shooting. Shut up. Have some I don't know, man, like this disappoints me. I spoke so much about it when the war happened.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Pakistani followers like everybody else. But full points to Mahira, full points to the Diljit's girl, the one he's just done a film with. Full points to Fawad for standing up for their country that only stands up for terrorism. Their country has terror camps, but these 3-4 jokers are going mad that we love Pakistan, peace, loving. And look at our people, our actors are like, हम थोड़ी बोलेंगे, हम तो सिर्फ देशभक्ति पे फिल्म करेंगे, हम क्यों बोले, हम क्यों जाएं भाई, हम थोड़ी है warrior, हम तो. This is what disappoints me, and I think a lot of people need to be cancelled for trash like this. There's enough talent in the country. Get people who have guts, glory, balls, and art. Don't get these jokers who are just going to do it on camera, on action and cut, and after that be like, I don't know. That's horrible. I was so disappointed, not in just 1 or 2 actors, in so many of them, man. Like, you have such a big platform and you have nothing to say.
I love you for saying this because मेरा exact same opinion है, and मुझे मेरे कई लोगों से almost झगड़े हुए. Someone said that, Shardul, are you in a way celebrating war? I said no. I am not. And someone like you, जो उसी एरिया, उसी बेल्ट से आता है, मुझे लोगों ने कहा कि अगर आप उस एरिया या उस बेल्ट में रहोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि वॉर की कीमत क्या होती है. But you have been in that area. You are not.
तो फिर जो भी लोग आपको बोल रहे हैं ना, are you advocating for war? Like, let's say this guy called Ramesh told you that you are advocating for war. Just tell Ramesh, next attack, when it happens in Pahalgam, I want your mother, father to die. Then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
His wife needs to die in Pahalgam attack, then we'll talk about it. When the people who died in Pahalgam, you think your mother died, you think your girlfriend died, then you will, then I want to know your answer. See, most of the people are very spineless. Most of the people have mapped go to Lonavala from Bombay. They've not even gone to Delhi. Like ये जो बोल रहे हैं ना आप advocate कर रहे हो, इनको map ही नहीं पता है. इनको यही नहीं पता कि लाहौर जो है वो जम्मू से कितना पास है। जब आप वहाँ बॉर्डर पे जाते हैं तो लाहौर वहाँ पे जो बॉर्डर है वहाँ पे माइलस्टोन पे लिखा होता है कि कितना दूर है। That's the proximity between the two countries in terms of the landscape, in terms of how close they are. But it's not about people who are living in Jammu and Kashmir or Punjab for that matter or wherever. It is about the entire country. If you don't have that feeling of patriotism, I mean, I have nothing to say to you, man. Like, no, India never wanted war. We never want war. This is the first time, thanks to an icon like Narendra Modi, like we need a Pradhan Mantri like Modi ji, so that people know यार कि you can't just come kill up people and the rest of them are just going to be like मैं तो एक्टर हूँ मैं नहीं बोलूँगा, वो बोल रही है कि तुम वॉर थोड़ी चाहते हो, हमें तो अभी वीकेंड पे सोहो हाउस में पार्टी करनी है, पीस करना है, हम तो पीस है, कैंडल वैंडल लेके खड़े हो जाते हैं सड़कों पे, उसका क्या करना है यार? It doesn't make sense. So I feel people who actually have some respect for the country or where they eat, they were very affected with what happened in Pahalgaon. They were very affected with the war. My family was in Jammu when Pakistan was throwing.
तो आपके लिए काफी स्कैरी रहा हो?
Actually scary रही था because क्या ही भेज रहे थे वो टॉफियाँ, कुछ लैंड तो कर नहीं रहा था। हाँ, मतलब हमारा जो सुदर्शन चक्र, like the whole system जिससे हमारा सेफ था पूरा देश, ये सी मतलब देखो, your Pakistan as a country, your claim to fame is terrorism. You can do suicide bombing. You can't do defense. एंड स्पेशली आई मीन इंडिया जैसी कंट्री के आप थोड़ी आप हमारे यहाँ पे उड़ा दोगे। यू कैन मैक्स नेक्स्ट व्हाट कैन यू डू? सुसाइड बॉम्बिंग। आप क्या कर सकते हो? मैरियट में भेज दो अपने 2-3 लड़के जैकेट लगा के, वो आप कर सकते हो, बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टेरर कैंप्स देयर, लाइक जहाँ पे आप ये ट्रेनिंग करा रहे हो, एंड यू हैव लिटरली अ प्रॉपर सिस्टम हैपनिंग देयर, योर आर्मी सपोर्टिंग देम, सो उसमें वी शुड बी स्कैर्ड, राइट? इसमें वी शुड बी स्कैर्ड।
यू नो, मैं तो पहला तो नहीं होऊंगा तुमसे ये बोलने वाला, बट क्या तुम्हें लोगों ने और भी बोला है कि साहिल, यू आर मेंट फॉर अ शो लाइक बिग बॉस?
So many people have said it, but I can't do Big Boss.
Why?
I just don't know, man. Like, I feel I'm very scared. I feel in Big Boss also, like what happened to me in Traitors, like was a very big lesson for me. I really had to undergo therapy. Earlier we were thinking of talking about my journey. I've never done therapy. I don't need it. I've always been the happiest guy. And I've always felt like I'm the coolest guy. After Traitors, I felt very badly backstabbed. There were 3 traitors by my person. So that shook me. And then I felt that maybe I'm not the right guy for reality, number 1. Number 2, because I felt very cornered. See, अगर उस शो में अगर रफ्तार भी होते, अगर ट्रेटर हर्ष होते, तो भी मैं ही निकलता। जो 2 दिन में उन्होंने मुझे जो सवाल जवाब किए थे, उससे मैं समझ गया था कि ये मेरे को ही निकालेंगे।
आर यू भोला भाला?
नॉट एट ऑल, बट लाइक अगर मैंने रफ्तार को नहीं पूछा कुछ भी, उन्होंने मुझसे पूछ लिया आपका एक्सेंट क्यों है, तो मैं समझ गया कि नहीं पसंद। हर्ष ने मुझे बोल दिया आप अंग्रेज़ लगते हो, नहीं पसंद। जब मैंने हर्ष को नहीं बोला कि आप मुझे लखनवी या जम्मू से या हरियाणवी या जो भी लगते हो, तो आप तो ये दीज आर दी स्नीकी कमेंट्स जो आप समझ जाते हो कि ये मेरा ही नंबर लगेगा। जो ये लड़की है, जो इन्होंने जो किया, वो दैट रियली put me in a corner, gave me a lot of understanding of life and where people stand and where I should stand in life. And Big Boss also, I feel I'll have a similar output. Like I'm not trying to say I'm good or better or superior or inferior. I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know, personality wise, I think.
Yeah.
मेरा शायद थोड़ा सा अलग सा दिख जाऊँ वहाँ पे, तो वो शायद लोगों को खटक जाए जैसा ये। और इनफैक्ट वेरी स्टूपिड कमेंट टू मेक, बट अमेजॉन में भी वीडियो डायरीज में मैंने उनको यही बोला था, जो उन्होंने दिखाया नहीं, वो ये एक्चुअली आई एम सेइंग दिस फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम हियर, दे टोल्ड मी, दे सेड so they really like me, like everybody else. They liked everybody, all 20 contestants. They said, why do you think you were the first one to be murdered? Because that is the murder when you kill somebody. 2 चीज़ हो सकती है, या तो आपको लगता है कि ये बंदा स्ट्रांग है, जो मेरे हिसाब से बकवास है। ऐसा नहीं होता, इतनी जल्दी आप कुछ नहीं समझ सकते स्ट्रांग है नहीं है। एक ट्रेन का टास्क हुआ था, उसमें क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? पर्सनल रीजंस। जनरली अगर आप इंटरनेशनली भी ट्रेटर्स देखें, तो पर्सनल रीज़न से ही पहले बंदे को निकालते हैं। वो पर्सनल रीज़न क्या होता है? जैसे आप आए, मुझे नहीं पसंद आपके बाल, अब मेरे को बना दिया ट्रेटर करण जौहर ने या अमेजॉन ने, मुझे नहीं पसंद शार्दुल के बाल, मेरे को नहीं पसंद, बात खत्म। कुछ नहीं, हमारे नई स्टार्स मैच किए यार, मुझे नहीं पसंद। उसमें मैं किसी को बोल नहीं सकता कि क्यों नहीं पसंद, मैंने क्या, यू नो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग। पर उसमें अगर आपका सबसे खास बंदा है और उसने भी मान गई आप वो, तो वो आपको बहुत चुभ जाती है। तो आई फील इवन इन बिग बॉस even if I end up doing it, which I will never, but let's say if I never say never, you see me in the Big Boss house, I feel I could get cornered. And a guy like me, like I am slightly sensitive. I mean, at least I would say normal human standards के हिसाब से ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं बहुत sensitive हूँ. I'm also a like I'm also like a regular guy of 20-25. It's not that everybody affects me, but something like a Big Boss could really affect me if I feel cornered again.
It can.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you as somebody who's been there.
Yeah.
नहीं, but तुम्हारा take क्या है on loving in front of 150 cameras? Can you fall in love in front of 150 cameras?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because I always question that, and that was the reason why I was out. I'm going to extend बहुत interesting conversation हो रहा है. So I was asked by Farah Khan that why are you not making any relationships inside? I said you already sent people with couples. Now what do? I try to be the third person in between.
Third wheeling.
And honestly, I'm not somebody who ever wanted to be in Splitsvilla. This has become Splitsvilla now.
Yeah.
Reality shows have somehow become all about dating and. People falling in love. और ऐसा प्यार किसको होता है मुझे बताओ जहाँ लोग हाथ पकड़ पकड़ के रो रहे होते 150 कैमरास के सामने. I mean, what is love to you?
Oh, love to me is like a very big deal.
Serious affair?
Very serious affair, and I think you shouldn't use this word very loosely because now I think people use it very loosely. Like mostly even when my friends tell me, "Oh, love you," I generally say love ya. I just try to make it different because when I really say it to somebody, I don't want it to sound frivolous in my head at least. And I think now this whole idea of self-love has also ruined a lot of people because, of course, self-love is great. You should definitely take yourself as priority. But it's so important as humans to have that one person that you actually want to share things with.
Yeah.
Like they say in a relationship, you could be 90%, 10%, 30%, 70%. It'll keep changing. But now what happens if you think the other person's going through a tough phase, you're like, मैं ज़रा इधर मुँह मार लेता हूँ. You know what I'm saying? This one also seems very easy. Because options इतने हो गए हैं आज के time में ना, like so that's why, like you said earlier, marriages, I don't know, marriage, I think now it's just a requisite to have a child and make sure that the schooling is happy. Otherwise, I think people are cheating left, right and center after marriages. And I think love, like coming back to your question, I think it should be more pure.
तो तुम अभी भी वो monogamous पुराने straight जो out of movies relationships होते थे उनमें believe करते हो?
I mean, you can decide with your partner if you want to have an open relationship. I don't believe in it. Like,
है ना, मुझे समझ ही नहीं.
I don't believe in it, but
like
I don't.
This new words called polyamorous and what is it? Pansexual.
Oh man, all of that. But okay, no. So I'm fully with it. It's not that I don't respect it. Of course,
I respect it, but I'm like, just don't get it inside my home.
Yeah, monogamous maybe is the right way for now, but it keeps changing, man. Like,
but Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie once said, Brad Pitt once said that humans are not supposed to be monogamous.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Brad Pitt? Yeah. I mean, if you look like Brad Pitt.
yeah. Okay, so coming back to, you are somebody who, when I had a conversation with on the phone, you really told me that there's, behind all the opinions and all the great fashion, there's a very, there's an actor yearning to get his space is what I felt. Am I right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor?
Yeah,
Aamir
like
Khan, man.
Yeah.
I've always been an Aamir Khan fan. I love how he is as a person. And I think at his age, if God's kind, like I would love to be at least, even if I'm just 30% of the magic that he is, I'll be so happy. Like I like that he does a Lal Singh Chadda, it doesn't do well. He cries in front of his team and says, I apologize, it didn't work for me. Jassi, Mona Singh, I love her as Jassi something, Jassi koi nahi. Remember, I used to watch it as a kid. So Mona Singh said this and I was so touched just hearing about it. Which superstar would take the blame and like tell everybody, I'm sorry, I let you guys down.
Yeah.
He's done some fantastic films like Rang De Basanti, Three Idiots and Gajni. The other superstars I don't think are a patch on Aamir Khan. A patch, like in terms of talent. You could be a great businessman, don't get me wrong. You could be very good at that, at selling emotions and at... This guy literally becomes the character Aamir Khan, sir. This guy, I'll get a chamat from if I work with him next, hopefully. But I really feel like he becomes the guy, then he's just... And another thing that I find very cool about him, I find him very stylish. I'll tell you why.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. For me, style is very personal.
Huh.
Anybody who's unique, I'm like, you are very stylish.
Huh.
He's always roaming around with this pillow at the airport. You know, like people fly business class, sure, but he probably flies first class, man. Like he's Aamir Khan. If he wants to sleep in the cockpit, he can sleep and go. You know? Yeah. But he still carries his pillow. That is style because it brings him comfort. Style is supposed to be interesting, but your own. Having a pillow at the airport is style, man. And he does it with so much grace. So I think he's a very cool guy. Of course, he's a massive superstar, but I think he still doesn't get what he deserves in terms of the love. Because he's not that business-minded, right? Like, yeah. Otherwise, he's an icon. For me, yeah, Aamir Khan. Even in women, man, as an actor, male actor, female actor, I would love to be, like, say, 40% or 30% of what Kangana has done.
Oh, you love Kangana?
I love Kangana.
Wow.
Yeah.
There are very few people who say that openly that they love Kangana. I mean, you know, when I saw Queen,
Yeah.
I was like, पता नहीं कौन है ये क्या कर दिया है because I saw that film and I was I died laughing, crying. I was like, man. But you know what happens with Kangana is that because of her opinions or her tweets and everything, that actor side of it people forget.
At least she has an opinion, unlike other people who don't even have an opinion because they just want to keep the actor side alive. Like, trust me, 30 years down the line, if Kangana is the way she is and the other actors are the way they are, she's definitely leaving more legacy.
Yeah.
That, okay, I understand. Sometimes you'll agree with her, sometimes you'll think that, no, it's too much, it doesn't make sense. But she's really a true patriot, Indian. Like, she really says what she has to say. She's not only looking out for herself.
Yeah.
You know, even the whole nepotism angle, she didn't have to say it, man. Like, she had reached somewhere. She could have been quiet like everybody else, but she spoke about it. Even when she came in, I don't think she could speak in English at all. So I can imagine the amount of bullying she must have faced just for not being able to speak in English.
Big ups for that.
Yeah,
man.
and to make it big in the rooms where 90% of people are chacha, chachi, beta, beti, dada, dadi, it's not easy. I still think it's slightly easier for women than men, but it's not easy for women also because they face their own kind of exploitation, not sexual essentially, just like emotionally, or because it's everybody targets women first, you know, like iska befku banate hain. Yeah, right. So that's that.
Okay, now before we close the podcast, I want you to do an imagination exercise.
Yeah.
All right. There's a 10-year-old Sahil Salathia.
Yeah.
And now there's a 60-year-old Sahil Salathia.
Yeah.
The things that you want to say to both of them,
Oh,
or the advice, or anything.
So 10-year-old and 60-year-old. 10-year-old go, I'll say, don't worry too much. It's all going to be okay. And you learn your lessons along the way, for sure. And every decade of your life is going to be different. Like your 20s are not going to be the same as your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. Good or bad, that time will tell.
Sorry, how old are you?
Guess karo.
Guess first nahi kar sakta, bhai.
No, I've turned 34.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So I feel like my earlier 20s, you know, like were very, very carefree. I'm still very carefree. I have my days when I'm having a blast. But as you turn slightly older, you definitely start behaving differently, I feel.
60-year-old?
You did really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know, very few people actually say that even in imagination that you did well. That's
really well, not well. I said you did really well.
I'm sorry, you did. But Sahil, I want to say one thing. Today on the podcast, you did really well.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, honestly, I mean, I've never had this much of conversation with you. I've met him once, and you know, I understood that बंदा इंटरेस्टिंग है लेकिन इतना इंटरेस्टिंग है मुझे इस पॉडकास्ट के बाद पता चला सो you know there's a thing that I'm a very selfish podcaster and there's a thing that I do on my podcast is that I make people take an oath who I find interesting that they will have to reappear on the podcast in the coming seasons and you know in the coming episodes so
I promise
on camera this is
yes we have it on tape now
and we know you're not a traitor
because I'm not a traitor so
well Sahil Salathia I would like to say only one thing to you that people see the glamour people see the fashion people see the opinion but I've also seen a very sincere actor in you and a very sincere artist because you know you kept saying art for fashion which I love like you said, Kangana, I love people who are unique. I love people who are, you know, very fierce about their style and their passion. So I just wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I hope that you get bigger and better projects. And I have to keep calling you on Uncensored with Shardul to promote all your projects.
Yes, done deal. Lock it.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. What a pleasure.
Alright guys, so that was the takeout for me in this episode that you know, जब आप बड़े हो जाओगे अपनी लाइफ में, आप एक सर्टेन एज हो जाओगे, आपको इतना कॉन्फिडेंस और आपने इतना काम किया होना चाहिए लाइफ में कि आप अपने आप को बोल सके you did really well. अगर आपको लगता है कि ये पॉडकास्ट did really well, leave your comments. अगर आपको लगता है कि बहुत ही खराब था, बकवास था, leave your hate comments.
Don't leave your comments.
Yeah, we love that as well. If you want to get in touch with Sahil Salathia, well, his Instagram is all over the place. We will also attach the links in the description. Thank you so much for watching Uncensored with Shardul. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now.